Hello and welcome to week 4. Apologize for the gravelly voice. I tested positive for strep throat last week, and so I'm just now beginning to get my voice back. But I wanted to check in with you guys about week 4 since we're at the midway point, and just kind of look over what's happening this week. You know, we refer to the example of the woman at the well frequently, and uh, we search for examples of how Jesus interacted with people. And this example is a particularly rich one since it gives us examples of attuning. It gives us examples of um, creating a mixed matching experience, working with someone who is resistant, perhaps at first, and uh, and attuning confrontation. So it is a really rich, powerful example of the skills that we are learning mm, in an actual encounter. So I really encourage you to spend some time sitting with that, with that story and kind of immersing yourself in it. For some really good modeling of the skills that we want to learn. Um, you're going to be doing a role play again this week, and I want you to remember that you need to use the scenario that's provided in the role play and or in the learning activity, and now you're going to focus on how you would work with the client in the moment in a difficult situation when you have to kind of think on your feet and you have to respond and you may not have all the answers, but how would you interact with your client in that situation? We're also looking at dual relationships this week, and this can be a real challenge, particularly if we live in a smaller community. Um, or if we are working in a church or an organization where we also have contact with with our clients outside the um, counseling session. So we want to really be conscious of what constitutes a dual relationship and how we can manipulate those. Things have changed a little bit. It used to be that we were encouraged to have no dual relationships at all. But both the ACA and the AACC have recognized that sometimes that's just not possible, particularly um, in some of our smaller communities. So there have been some changes. We still need to be wise and protect both our clients and our um, business. Your activity on your research paper this week is to do an annotated bibliography. Now, this is a very different breed than what you've done before. So there has been good resources posted in the learning activity, and I've also posted another YouTube video that I think is really helpful in working your way through an annotated bibliography. The good news is that if you do well, if you put together an annotated bibliography well, your paper practically writes itself from that point. So I know that it can seem tedious, but it is worth the investment in terms of your final paper. And then um, we are um, we are at the midterm of the course, midway through the course, and so you do have a midterm exam over chapters 1 through 6 of the Corey book this week. And we've tried to screen those questions really carefully to make sure that everything is in line the way it's supposed to be. If you encounter a problem, please let me know and I'll go back and check it. There are some things on the exam that I can change. There are others that I can't. Remember, please, that virtual town hall with Dr. Townsend is this week on Tuesday, November 9th. Going to go from 5 to 7 uh, Pacific time. And so that's a change. We're from 3 hours dropping down to 2 hours. Uh, but this will be a time for you to bring some of your questions to Dr. Townsend. And we haven't heard yet who the other guest is going to be, but that should be coming out later today. And you should get that. You also remember that you do have a discussion post that you need to make following the town hall. And you can find that in over to the left side of your menu board under the virtual town hall. You can find that assignment. Thank you so much. I am continuing to work on grading. We are having a real issue with my computer uh, being able to upload. I typically grade with grading rubrics, and we are having a really tough time with getting my computer to upload the grading rubrics. So I'm trying a couple of different things. Hopefully you will be getting them from me and getting getting some feedback, which is so important. You need that. All right, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me and I will answer you as soon as I can. Meanwhile, have a great week and we will do our own virtual, our class virtual session for week 5 will be coming up next week and I'll put more about that. So thank you all so much and have a great time.